All right, guys, welcome back and welcome to brand new, never before seen gameplay of The Witcher 4. So I'm actually not home right now, and I'm not going to be for the next few days. And so I came into a room with like a bunch of pillows and sheets, trying to accommodate myself to be able to commentate over this video to the best of my ability. Now, for those of you that don't know, State of Unreal 2025 just occurred, and they were showcasing Unreal Engine 2.6, I believe it was. And within this showcase, they showed off about 10 plus minutes brand new gameplay of The Witcher 4. For those of you that didn't know as well, it's not going to be with the Red Engine, which I personally like, to be honest. This time around, they're going with the Unreal Engine route, and I just hope that for all of our sake, that doesn't bring any problems. But anyways, let's take a look. Looks like we're starting off with a CGI trailer.
Sleep is he, the ploughing plonker.
And these always look good.
Break me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract.
Yeah, you guys are screwed.
With fear on dry road. Oi, the devil's out there! It's running from!
Oh, shit. You're cooked, bro. It's crazy because nowadays almost anybody can make a really good CGI and put it into a trailer. But this is guaranteed to be good. There he goes. Yeah, CDPR, honestly, they've got such a great track record so far. And even with Cyberpunk, I mean, this is expected to be good.
Salt.
This is still a trailer.
Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
Is it? She looks so good, dude. Well, all right, here we go. I know a lot of people were upset about her looks from the first trailer we saw a few months back. And I just think that was just like the angle or whatever, as you can see here. She looks perfectly fine.
With The Witcher 4, we're stepping things up. And to do that, we needed the right partner. One that truly understands that great open world games are all about art and technology coming together.
Yeah, and look, our goals are completely aligned here. And around the launch of UE5, your awesome team at CD Projekt Red announced a collaboration to make open world development in Unreal even better. And it's an opportunity, we just couldn't pass it up. So we've been working on a technical demo together to achieve just that. I think we should take a look at it. You guys ready?
Born ready. Kitek is going to play the build for us.
Did he say born ready? Now, he said this is the tech demo. What the fuck?
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Oh my
What
god.
you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS
What?
with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coins. The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
PS5 standard. 60 FPS ray traced?
All right, everyone, meet Kelpie.
That's hard to believe.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt had Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
Bro, this game is stunning looking. What the fuck?
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
What?
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
Wow. What the hell? Is this going to give Red Dead 2 a run for its money? Visually, that is?
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage. And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite.
Dude, that's
Volumetric,
huge.
fully 3D, it is super fast to render. And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
That's huge.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Ciri.
Bro, this game looks fucking stunning, man. This is like... Look, I don't want to shit on anything, but standard PS5 ray tracing 60 FPS. I'll believe it when I see it. Shit, I hope I'm wrong.
Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
Bro, look at the amount of NPCs.
I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valdrest has to
Oh
offer.
my god, this is beautiful. What the hell? What the fuck? You just spit on me. Well, I mean, I'm not playing right now, but I'm just saying. Bro. Oh, look at the way she shoves the characters. That reminds me of Assassin's Creed 1 when it first got like announced that you were able to do that. It was like a big deal back in the days.
Guys,
No way.
Notice how responsive the
No
world is.
way. Get the hell out of here.
Character actions directly
Did he go to
affect
help
what
him?
happens around you. Sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together.
I know I said this last time. I feel like I gotta go back and finish The Witcher 3, bro.
Oh, look at this
My
poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
There's so much going on in this freaking village, bro. What is happening? Dude, this is beautiful. Like, Red Dead 2 is my favorite game, but I have to say, visually, this is right up there.
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Ah, Witcheress. What news of my wagons? nigh eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men? Quite the opposite.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton, not here.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. Won't find none fresher.
Reckon me ladies after one of them.
Get this clean.
Bro, this is hard. This is hard to believe right now.
Interesting, something more.
I mean, see, you know, CDPR, they can do this
And there is
easily.
tons of tech to play here. Even in this simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right? But also authenticity.
Yep,
They should react to changes in the world around them.
that is correct.
The prisoner in pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdrest. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus.
I mean, this looks so good, but we have to keep in mind this is a tech demo. And again, it might just look like this upon release,
Great
but
performance deserves a huge crowd.
take it with a grain of
Let's
salt,
crank it up.
because this would be mental for this shit to come out on a base PS5 with ray tracing 60 FPS looking like
So
this.
you are seeing tons of optimizations
And the density.
here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread.
How?
Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their
That's
business.
fucking insane.
And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. And that's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri?
Hey, who knows? Maybe this new tech really is that good. And
We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we're doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
absolutely fucking beautiful, man.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans. A first look at Lanexeter.
Holy cow. Bro, this is fucking crazy.
Onward, Kelby.
What the hell?
With what?
What the fuck? So is Cyberpunk 2 going to be with Unreal Engine as well? We know they're working on that too.
Thanks, guys. Seriously, it looks amazing. And we've also barely scratched the surface of what's coming in Unreal 5.6. So here's Julien to tell you even more.
All right, so there it is. That's basically all they had as far as The Witcher 4 goes. The event kept going, but it was completely unrelated. It just seems like Unreal Engine 5.7, that is just going to be much more optimized, especially for the high foliage areas and dense forest, which is obviously when you play games like this, especially RPGs, and you have these massive open worlds that you've got trees upon trees, all that takes a big hit on the memory. And then just, if you don't have a good rig, it's going to have issues running. And that's typically something that I've had issues with Unreal Engine, but it just seems like we're at the point where maybe the machines like the PlayStation 5s are maybe good enough. It's just that these engines need to be better optimized. I don't know, but this might actually be the solution and the reason why they keep saying that The Witcher 4 is running on a base PlayStation 5 with ray tracing, 60 FPS. Again, usually I'm optimistic, highly optimistic, but I will believe it when I see it. That is a very, very hard task. That's crazy to even think. And what the hell is this game even going to look like on a PC then? Nonetheless, incredible looking game. I'm sure we're all going to love it. I'm sure it's going to be a blast. I'm sure it's going to be super successful. And I have no doubt that CDPR is going to kill it. That has been The Witcher 4. Absolutely incredible. Looks beautiful. I cannot wait. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. My knees are hurting. I'm out of here.